This is going to be explosive.
As the saying goes, the road to hell is paved with good intentions, and for Annette and her pet bird Luna, this couldn't be more true.
Come on, guys, we'll have all the gifts. Five. I can't move my head. This video is coming with a very heavy trigger warning.
In July 2022, Annette and Luna did their very first live on TikTok. Annette created her account in order to meet more people in the parrot community.
Yeah, I know. Let me untangle your foot.
As well as to raise awareness for polycystic ovary syndrome, a common hormonal condition which Annette herself suffers from. One of the symptoms is hormonal imbalance, which can cause facial hair to grow profusely.
This thing is coming off. I cannot wait. My shaver and my hair clippers are ready in this bag, and they will be coming out tonight to get rid of all this hair. I've been growing it for the whole of September for Polycystic Ovarian Syndrome Awareness Month, and I cannot wait to shave it off and get rid of the itchiness.
Annette took this opportunity to grow a beard to raise awareness for the condition, and would proudly sport a goatee on livestream. This, as you would expect, attracted trolls, for which Annette seemed unprepared for.
Luna and I have come to say hello to everybody, haven't we, Luna? Yes. As you can see, giving you a beard update as well.
Annette quickly became viral on TikTok, attracting thousands to her live streams.
Do I have a rose toy? What's a rose toy, Taylor?
As her popularity grew, Luna, who had originally been the star of the show, found herself playing a supporting role as Annette's sidekick.
Don't think you'd want to argue with me if you saw me wearing this.
And what came to the forefront was the many conditions of Annette.
I found earlier this week that when I started using my inhaler, it reduced how much I'm coughing. And I'm using a spacer, Kirsty, because I was encouraged to use a spacer so that I don't cough as soon as it comes in my throat.
One of her biggest struggles is a condition called ME, which leaves you feeling constantly fatigued and drained.
People often wonder what ME is really like. Well, welcome to a morning of being semi-paralysed.
Instead of just complaining about her condition, Annette turned it into a source of income. With each sob story, her followers showered her with gifts.
Right, so you're probably wondering why I'm sat on the floor.
So much so that she decided to make being a TikTok influencer her job, after many years of not working due to her illnesses.
So today was the first day of using the Dyson Airwrap, and I had absolutely amazing fun.
The first bit of controversy came when Annette said she would donate a portion of her donations to Ukraine. But as there was never any evidence of a donation being made, viewers questioned her sincerity. And doubts were raised further when Annette set up a fund to finance a cruise for several weeks, as well as flaunting new jewellery. Many started to speculate whether she wasn't as ill as she claimed to be.
Hi there. As a lot of you know, I am a Star Trek fan.
John was one of Annette's cruise mates who she had taken several cruise trips with. However, their last cruise together caused a breakdown of their friendship. During their last cruise together, John became critical of Annette's behaviour towards the staff on the cruise, often being rude and condescending to them when they were simply trying to help.
I first met Annette on board P&O's Britannia in 2017, and you couldn't miss her because she was the loudest person in the casino. She seemed lovely, you know. We would go out for dinner together, we'd play together in the casino, we would go and have some drinks and have a laugh, and you know, in small doses she came across as a really lovely person, and that's the same now as when you guys will see her on live, you know, in small doses, comes across as a perfectly lovely person. For a period of a few years, probably about 3 or 4, maybe even 5 actually, we went on a series of cruises with her for 1 week, 2 weeks sometimes, And again, in small doses, she would come across as lovely. But there was always something awkward. You know, when you've had a friend in your life and you don't want to say something because you don't want to hurt their feelings, but you know that what they do isn't quite right. I was stuck in that sort of situation for quite a while. I always found that she would come across quite rude towards people. She would be quite condescending towards people, and she could come across quite shouty and rude towards the staff members on board. Quite often I'll see her do something or say something, and I'll look at the other person's reaction, and it always used to make me sort of, you know, squirm uncomfortably inside because of the way that she acted.
Then John would start posting parody videos of Anette onto TikTok, which she took offence to. And after John persisted, Anette called the police and his place of work about his behaviour.
Hi everybody, it's me, Johnette. Just to say, I'm on my way down to go and visit a couple of my friends. I've got my Baileys, and Boona's coming along as well. Boona's coming along.
Then allegedly, John was threatening to expose one of Annette's biggest secrets, so she instead decided to reveal it herself.
I've been ill and disabled since I was 21. My health has fluctuated in those years. And in those times, I've also had relationships. I've had multiple boyfriends, multiple partners over the years. But when you're ill and disabled and you try online dating and you try all sorts of things, and as soon as you mention health problems, people don't want to know. Quite literally, people don't want to know. You tell them, oh, I'll be using crutches, or I'm using my wheelchair or mobility scooter, things like that. As soon as you say anything like that, they don't want to know. Literally. And so I can't believe I'm actually going to tell you. Are you ready for this, guys? So I did the safest option I knew. I became a swinger. There you go, guys. I've said it. There you go. Yeah. I used to be. I'm not now, but I used to be a swinger. That's my big secret, guys.
A fellow TikToker tried to bring the pair back together, but to no avail.
John and Luna, why don't we say one nice thing that you miss about each other? Just one. Can you name one?
He was a laugh when we were on cruises together, when we were friends. There you go. He was a laugh. He's not now, but he was.
Yeah. So you had some good times with
Oh,
him.
yeah. I'm not going to say we didn't, because we did.
So how has it got this bad now, where you're just going to the police about him? And
Because he will not leave me alone. If you look back at the history...
Yeah, I'm going to have a look at his page.
I said something nice about him, and he's not saying anything. Do you see what I mean?
John, can you say one nice thing about Luna, please? Just one thing that you miss about Luna, one thing that you've always liked about her, because she said something nice about you.
It's easy enough just to say sorry, but what about believing that apology? What about actually being a heartfelt apology and following through with your behaviour? Well, if it was sincere, she would have removed the article.
Such a shame when two friends fall out, and there must be some passion and some love lost there, because you.
Well, I'm not going to lie. He was a friend for 6 years. You don't have a friend for 6 years, and
that's a fake stammer.
Oh, Ricky, why are you adding this? John, you're more than welcome to come in the.
Talia, if he comes in the box while I'm in here, I will leave.
Okay.
I'm not coming in. You can have him in the box after me, no problem at all. But if he comes in while I'm in here, I will leave, because he will pull me down. I cannot talk with him in the box. So if you want to hear the rest of the story from me, it's your choice.
Annette does seem to have a habit of losing friends. This behaviour extended to her mods on TikTok. Formerly they had become good friends through the app and were even invited to her birthday. But one by one they were all relieved of their modding duties.
Hello, Mrs. Claus.
They're immature.
They are immature. Young man, do you
so
actually want to come and
stupid.
talk to me, young man? Rather than being rude, do you actually want to come and talk to me?
I'm only joking.
Right. Good evening, young man.
Good afternoon, young lady.
It's
I'm
good
not very
evening.
young. I'm probably old enough to be your mum.
Hello, mummy.
So, are you guys at school still? Or are you at college? Uni?
We work.
Where did you find her?
Ooh. Are you
you
enjoying
work?
your weekend?
Yeah.
What do you do for work, McDonald's?
I think I'm going to leave you to enjoy your Saturday evening. Bye, guys.
Bye.
They've got a lot to learn as young people. They have a lot to learn about life.
With her swinging days behind her, Annette spends most evenings on live stream, usually getting into altercations with viewers, who label her a fraud for faking her illnesses.
If you are easily affected by horrible comments online, please scroll on now and do not watch the rest of this video. This is a comment that I received earlier today by TikTok Messenger. In this message, as you can clearly see, somebody is telling me to unalive myself. Why is this message necessary on TikTok? I'm a strong person. I can cope with messages like this, and I will just delete them.
After many accused Annette of committing fraud, as she makes money from TikTok as well as receiving disability benefit from the government, Annette wanted further donations to take her accusers to court.
If you think I should take this legal, civil legal, put yes in the comments. 82 so far.
Mr. Pickle will say yes.
If you think I should take this civil legal, it's going to cost a fortune, but if you think I should take this civil legal, put yes in the comments. Because by me taking this civil legal, it would mean that it would end up in the press as well. But I can't afford to do it on my own. And it would help a lot of other people if TikTok changed their ways. Because it's not just the bullies that are bullying me, it's the fact that TikTok aren't doing anything to help people.
Yeah, that's the bad part. They should be squashing this immediately.
I cannot afford to take this civil legal on my own, guys. I cannot afford to take this civil legal. I have tons of evidence. The solicitors that I have spoken to have said, I have plenty of evidence, but it's going to cost a lot of money.
Well, just to file it alone, there's a filing fee and just chatting with
Oh,
lawyers.
not even getting that far. Just to do the consultation, to do the initial paperwork, it's going to cost me over £1,000 that I don't have.
The lawyer I just
Especially
retired
at the moment.
$350 an hour. $350 an hour is what my boss charges.
Yes, of course I've mentioned money, Wardy. The reason I've mentioned money, Wardy, is because it's going to cost a small fortune to take this legal.
And John couldn't resist giving his opinion on the matter.
I'm just about to go into my hot tub and I've been sent loads of messages asking me for my opinion on certain recent events. What I'll say is, if you're really that badly affected, then you need to not be on social media. Social media is like this all the time. Do you think Donald Trump gets taken to court every day that someone says something mean? You can't keep coming on and complaining about the same thing. And this is the 4th or 5th time that I've seen these massive tears that come out and all this stuff.
Then Annette developed a stutter. This caused a bit of drama on TikTok as many mocked Annette and accused her of manipulating her viewers.
What are the characters called? The little thing someone's asking.
Hold on. Well, they're on my wish list, but I'll show you the boxes that came. There's a whole load of them, but these are some of the ones that I quite like. They.
In the face of adversity, Annette still flaunted her illnesses for all to see.
Hi everyone. Right, so you're probably wondering why I'm sat on the floor. I'm suffering from really bad vertigo today. And this is the 3rd time I'm on the floor today. I wasn't going to do a video about it, but this is the 3rd time today I'm on the floor.
Many were not convinced with Annette's ME condition, but she proudly stated that living with ME is worse than living with cancer.
Cancer is easier. Yes. I'm not making a joke about it. I'm simply stating a fact.
Except that it's not a fact. What about all of the people day in and day out
that have a family member suffering with it and they lose them? What about day in and day out the people that carry on with their lives as best as they can but are dealing with chemotherapy and all of the treatments that they have to go through? Are you saying that that's not bad and that your condition is worse than that? How do you know that? Have you had a cancerous tumour that really hurts you every day? Have you? It doesn't make sense to me.
It's cold.
It's a cold, alright. But are you doing okay? Yeah. Alright. Are you sure it's not just lazy cunt syndrome? You fucking lazy bastard, way. If it can't.
For all the hostility Annette receives, she has managed to make a friend on TikTok. Zach the Brat is a commentary channel on TikTok. His mischievous nature and having the knack for making light-hearted jokes at Annette's expense made the pair an unlikely friendship.
Oh, steady. R.I.P. Don't go on me. Are you all right? Have some of your Sprite.
Or at least it seems to be. Possibly they're using each other for further views and attention, but they complement each other well.
I've just realised how many are in the room. You're using me for clout, aren't you, Zach?
Oh, you're using me for clout. It's only like this when me and you were together.
You only had 500 people in the room when I came in the box.
Because I'd only just come on. I've been on for 5 minutes. Cheeky man.
I didn't know that. I didn't.
Yeah, let me tell you exactly. 13 minutes and 12 of that has been with you. My room fills up quite quickly, thank you. Look, you got the lip gloss out now. I'm stressed. Luna's using me for clout.
Yeah, right.
Oh, your voice nearly went then.
I think we're using each other for clout. How about that?
Undeterred by all the accusations of being a fraud, Annette and Luna continue to soldier on, and I have a feeling Annette will be back on that cruise ship in no time.
What, Jackie? What needs a wipe? Excuse me?